The Obama administration's push for amnesty for illegal aliens couldn't come at a worse time for many Americans who struggle to survive this recession. The unemployment rate has soared now to the highest level in a quarter century. But despite that, the Obama administration seems determined to flood the U.S. job market with even more cheap labor. Lisa Sylvester has our report.
13 million Americans are looking for work. Another 5.5 million are only able to find part-time, not full-time work. The state of the economy may make it difficult for the White House to sell its plan, says immigration lawyer Chris Kobach, who opposes comprehensive immigration reform.
If they try to grant an amnesty now, when so many Americans are struggling to get a job and put food on the table, it's going to be mayhem.
But those pushing for citizenship for illegal aliens believe the time is right. A friend in the White House, Democratic majorities in both houses of Congress, and it's before the campaign season for the midterm elections. Alfredo Gutierrez runs a pro-illegal immigrant website. He says it's time to bring illegal aliens out of the shadows.
Clearly, arriving at a crisis point then has to be resolved. And so all of us need to take this issue in a very rational, reasonable, and thoughtful fashion.
Open Borders advocacy groups argue that only illegal aliens who are already here working would be put on a path to citizenship, and they would not be taking away jobs from Americans. But others, like Texas Congressman Ted Poe, note that Obama's plan could lead to chain migration.
If we allow someone to stay here that is illegal and allow them to have some form of amnesty, then they get to bring the whole family over.
Poe says U.S. jobs and resources are already scarce. Representative Poe notes that the United States is already a very welcoming country with nearly 2 million visas granted last year for temporary workers and their families, and another 1 million green cards handed out. Still, Democrats plan to proceed with comprehensive immigration reform, and hearings are being scheduled for later this month. Lou?
Yeah, Lisa, it is remarkable the distortion by the amnesty advocates, failing to note that every year this country brings in more than 3 million people to work and to under the visa programs. More than 3 million. We naturalize over 1 million people as U.S. citizens. As you point out, 1 million receive green cards, and yet the debate takes on the tone as though the United States is not welcoming, is not the most racially diverse country on the planet. I mean, it's really remarkable the level of propaganda supported even by this White House.
Yeah, as you note in those numbers, I mean, the United States is the most welcoming country in the world. And at a time when so many people are struggling to save their homes, to keep their jobs, this is going to put an enormous amount of pressure on the job market. And that's something that, lawmakers need to consider as they go through this debate, Lou.
Lisa, thank you very much. Lisa Sylvester reporting from Washington.